Okay, this is a good triangle for reminding us that the drawings might not line up, because it says the triangles, the vertices RST are the vertices of one triangle, and E, F, and D are the vertices of another triangle. So I'm just going to sketch them out, and I'm pretty well guaranteed not to be sketching them accurately, but it doesn't really matter because we are going with what it says. We've got R, S, T, and E, F, D. Go with what we're told, not with what the drawing looks like. Now, measurement of angle R is 60 degrees. Measure of angle S is 80 degrees. And measure of angle F is 60 degrees. Measure of angle D is 40 degrees. RS is 4. And EF is also 4. Are the two triangles congruent? Well, let's use the third angles theorem to find out what these other angles are. So we would say that for RST, if we've got 60 and 80, that's 140. So we have 40 degrees remaining. And for this one on the side, if we've got 60 and 40, that's 100. We've got 80 degrees remaining. So we've already got three angles the same. So we know, if we've got three angles the same, we already know that they're going to at least be similar. They could be congruent as well. They might be similar. So do we know that the sides are, the side that we know that is congruent, like they told us that 4 and 4, they both have a side of 4. Does it match? Does it match with the kind of align with the proper sides? Well, you can imagine if we were somehow able to flip this triangle so that F lined up with R, and E then came down here to S, and D kind of stayed over here where T is, just kind of flipping it, then we would see that we could keep that side that's 4 on the same side, and we could have that 60-degree angle going up top, and we could have the 80-degree angle going on the bottom. Ultimately, really what we need to just say is that this angle is congruent, and, that angle is congruent with this. This angle is congruent with that angle, and the side in between them, in between the 60 and 80-degree angle, is 4, so we know that that side is congruent to that side. And so, forget about my drawing, we know that we've got two angles congruent, the 60 and the 80, and the included side between them is 4 on both of them. So through angle side angle, we have a congruent statement. And so, if yes, then explain which segment is congruent to RT. Well, RT is the segment that runs from the 60 to the 40. So what runs from the 60 to the 40? FD. Okay? So the triangles are congruent by angle, side, angle. Let's see, that 80 and that 80, single mark. The 60 and the 60, 2 marks. And the included side between them, each 4. Okay? So, one more time. If it says which segment is congruent to RT, RT goes from the 60-degree angle to the 40, and over here, the 60-degree angle to the 40 is going from vertex F to vertex D. So by angle side angle, FD is corresponding with RT. And that's answer A. We're done. Weird one, right? Because if you look at my drawing, it's like, what is going on? Because I didn't draw them the way that, I didn't know what I needed to draw, so I just sketched it and started filling in information. But what we do know is that that angle is congruent to that angle is congruent to that, and their included side between them is also congruent. That's all we need to know to identify them as congruent. And then if we're trying to figure out what goes with RT, then we can talk about what do those angles at R and at T measure, 60 and 40. So we have to run between the 60 and 40 degree angle on this one, and that would be FD, which matches with this, what they say in A. So we're done.